Can Dex like ever come back in your eyes and make a and say, man, I'm sorry, and I want to do this and do that?
The guys know I don't give a fuck about what they think or how they feel when it comes to my people. Like, family is always gonna be family. I ain't gonna go into depth details on the shit I heard he done did since I did my federal time. But he done said some shit and did some shit he can't come back from as far as dealing with certain people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So it's not safe for him to go on certain blocks, but can he come back to No Love as a whole? Yeah, he always do. He be in the hood, he don't be on certain blocks, but he be in the hood in a way. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so how was it for you navigating through No Love City as a child?
As a child, a teenager, and grown, it was easy for me to do. Everybody knew who I was. Everybody knew I was getting money, Michael. I'll try to help somebody see something in a smarter light than just push the negative off on them. Like, let's go fuck these people up now. Like, I was helping the guys be thinkers, cause I'm a thinker. But growing up in the hood, navigating through the hood, I always got love. That's why my people show me so much love right now today. Like, I can go back to my hood. Ain't no such thing as banning me from No Love or kicking me out from No Love. Ain't no such thing as that with me. I can't speak on other individuals, but with me, that's a fucking hell no. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the faces. I did a lot of good shit for my people. We all was down, struggling. Even when we came up, we all helped each other out. We all just look out for each other. Like, we ain't no bad group of guys. Motherfuckers got to get to know us and how we come and what we believe in and fuck with us. You know what I'm saying? 5th grade, I was going to Dewey Academy, man, in Motown, man, elementary. It was rough, to go to school across the boulevard, had to deal with the moles, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I had some rock boys. I had some of the moles that was some of my friends, because I had classes with them for so many years and shit like that. And had bonds and shit with, but it was always a beat, because I was from the other side. So I have to sneak and play with some of them sometimes, or sneak and kick it, or creep across the boulevard, or they creep across on our side to, speak, hand bash, shit like that. Give each other little passes. When I seen select few, or they seen select few, but it always was rough. 6th grade, around the time I moved over east to go stay with my auntie, because that's around the time my grandparents died, and the system was trying to take us back in, was trying to take us in. And in order for me not to go back to the system, I had to move with somebody that was willing to keep me out the system. So my auntie, she chose to take on that role and bring me in. So I was over east for a little minute, for a couple years. And then I went back to the block shit when I was like 14, 15 years old.
Could you explain the boulevard to people that don't know what the boulevard is?
The boulevard, the Garfield 55th, man, is 2 sides. It's 2 sides to the double nick, man. I'm 55th crazy. You got the mole side, you got our side. You know what I'm saying? It's a dangerous place to be if you don't know what the fuck's going on that strip, man. I love the strip. A lot of lonely days, late nights. I walk the strip just thinking about life. Ain't had nowhere to go, out there homeless, trapping, lacking like a motherfucker. And the only sad is because, like, I ain't fear nothing. Like, my time gonna come. It don't matter if I'm sitting in the crib, heart attack, whatever, So I just live life just doing me. So I used to walk that strip, man, all type of times. It was times I got jumped on plenty of times by myself on the strip, A lot of times I did dirty niggas, I was by myself or with the gal on the strip, The strip is the strip. But you gotta, if you don't know about that strip, you don't know about the Garfield, about the boulevard, stay away from that motherfucker.
You make it to the east side. How different was it from being on?
Very different. Very different. Them niggas, they act different, talk different. You know what I'm saying? They got a whole different way of looking at shit. The way they gang bang, they beef, the shit they get into it over, all that was different from me. But me coming up in No Love and moving over east for the little few years I was over there, I got a little name as far as, like, ain't no whooping my ass. I was beating ass. So I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade, beating ass. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't playing with no nigga. And, a lot of people fuck with me because I'm multi-talented. I'm football, basketball, flipping, doing the gymnastics shit, all that shit. Like, it's hard not to like me once you get to know me because I'm very smart, athletic, all that shit. So, but them niggas different, bro. They a different group of savages. Them motherfuckers, they crazy, man.
What clique was around?
I actually stayed in the area that they call Flipside. I was on 89th and University. I went to Harold Washington Elementary when I got transferred on 91st and University. So I had to deal with Flipside, Burnside, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? I had to deal with boss pimps and shit, Land Kings, all types of weird ass shit. And you can't be no hoe growing up on the East neither.
Hell
They smell
no.
it. I'm telling you, they smell that on you. They gon' you getting bullied, bitched, all type of shit, treated.
What was one of the craziest things you can remember as a child that you saw on that boulevard?
Man, we was out there fighting the moles, man. And it was like I can't even say 30 on 30. It was probably like 100 on 100. You know what I'm saying? We was out there wilding the shorties, man, and hitting each other with bites, garbage cans. I ain't gonna lie, we was really fucking them boys up that day. We was fucking them up so bad with the hands, they decided to shoot. And when they started shooting, out of all us out there that could have got hit, they was in the early teens and shit. A 10-year-old kid lost his life, man. Watch the 10-year-old boy get his shit. Get his shit peeled, man. And he was from outside, and he really wasn't really fighting. He was just actually in the way, like, wow, y'all got shorty out here, like, you know? Watch this little ass get killed, man, and it was crazy. Got hit in the neck, man, right there on the Garfield, man, right in between the trees, right in the median. Like, you got they side outside, but in the median where the trees and shit at, the median.
Yeah.
Man, well, man, they started shooting. We went on their side, whooping on their ass. And this on Halsey, this 55th on Halsey, right? It started from the Shell's gas station.
Started on y'all side, then it went to their side?
It started, they came on our side. We fucked them up in the G station on 55th at the Shell, bro. Garbage cans, bites, 10 speeds, 15 speeds, bop, boop, bop. We beating their ass. So they decided to shoot.
How did that
we grew up fighters.
How did that mess with your mental state, seeing that 10-year-old shot and killed?
That was my first real time, like seeing somebody next to me lose their life. So it made me cold, like numb in a way. But coming up in no love, like I done been through a lot. Like the MCs used to stand on the tracks from Dodge City and shoot off the tracks at my uncles and shit, trying to get in our crib and shit. Like they ops whole time. One of my uncles was one of the moles from the other side. They shooting at him like he one of the GDs whole time, one of them hoes. But our house used to get shut up a lot. Them trying to shoot at other people just up on the street alone. Man, I done seen a lot, bro. So me seeing somebody die, like losing their soul, it just made me numb, you know?
Hey, did you ever go to John Hope?
No, but I was always in that bitch. I always beating motherfuckers' ass leaving out that bitch. I went to a couple concerts there, Common. You know, his mama was the principal. Lil Zane, we even got a song the other day. I hope they put it out. I met Lil Zane when I was 10 years old. He had a concert at John Hope. And I ain't know, 20 years later, I was gonna end up meeting him in Atlanta, doing music with him and having his number and being able to FaceTime and kick it with him and all that. So like, Lil Zane fuck with me right now today. So it's a beautiful thing, man. But all my sisters and shit went to John Hope.
So you moved with your auntie on the east side.
She put me out when I was like 14, 15.
She put you out?
Man, look, the lady, man, love the lady to death. Lady was crazy, man. She was a warden, bro. She was a sergeant at Stateville Correction. She used to work there when like Hoover was in there and all that shit. So she had this sergeant mindset, and she tried to like push that shit off on us, on me and my sister. Like one of my sisters was in the household with us. My sister got old enough to leave that bitch when she was like 17, so I was still in that bitch, and she was just treating me all type of weird ass ways, saying she was only doing that to make me a better man when I get older, because she didn't want me to be like the shit that I was already becoming because of no love, man. That shit ain't work. That shit was embedded in me. I'm bad. I'm climbing through windows, fucking on these little holes. You trying to keep me in the crib, working your candy store throughout the summers, and bitch, I'm young. Oh, excuse my language. Auntie, I'm young. Let me outside, like, you know? So I was very rebellious because she had this sergeant mindset. I wasn't trying to go for that shit.
So you ended up leaving your auntie's house. Where did you go then?
Nah, she put me out. She put me out. She did some crazy ass shit. I never even told the world this story. She burnt herself with curling irons, called the police and said I had hit her. So they took me to a mental hospital. My brother come check me out. I'm like 14, 15 years old going through this. My brother checked me out. I'm supposed to be living with him. His bitch get to tripping. I pack my book back. I told my brother, man, look, I ain't never finna make your life hard, man. You young. You know, he in his 20s. I'm a young teenage. Look, I'm going to the block. He like, what you gonna do? I don't know, motherfucker, but I'm not finna let you go through what you going through just because you trying to help your little brother out because I ain't got nowhere to go. I went and I moved to the trap on 55th Union, on my side of 55th, on 55th Union. On the G side, no love.